back to another episode of Stories from the Dirt. Kara's with me today. Hi, Kara.
Hello.
And we have a rookie team, Nykki and Ashley, the Desert Dames. Hi, ladies.
How's it going?
Tell us a little bit about yourselves and just introduce yourselves, and then we'll get into the thick of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hi. My name's Ashley Commodore, and very nice to meet you all. My background, I'm an engineer. I work for Mazda currently. So I worked there. I worked in engineering for 4 years, and I work in project management right now for our advanced strategic growth team. It sounds very fancy, but it's basically just like new projects that are coming through. So maybe just, yeah, that's kind of my background. A lot of engineering, project management.
Hi, I'm Nykki McGee. I am a stunt woman and actress. So I, for a living, I guess, kind of do crazy things on and off or all the time. And I'm really blessed to just, get to try new things all the time because it's different types of skill sets that fall into my lap that I get to begin to learn.
Have you ever been lit on fire?
I have been lit on fire.
Terrifying. Sounds horrible.
It's not as scary as you would think. There's a lot of things that go into it, of course, because obviously safety is a massive component of what stunts is.
Yeah.
But, you just get a layer of gel and a layer of cotton, and then you light that thing up.
So you're basically ready for the rebel. Got it.
That's it. You're just gel, cotton, fire. Done.
Light it up.
So
I'll be trying that this afternoon.
or Nykki on fire, which will be good. She knows how to handle it.
And that was a very condensed version of what that takes. So anyway, please know there is a disclaimer there, and do not try that unless you are a professional.
Correct. Do not try that or what I said at home. Correct. So, okay, how did you guys meet? Which answer is first? How did you learn about the Rebel, or how did you meet? Which is the one to answer first?
Maybe how we met.
I think how we met is really fun.
And
Okay.
So as a little recap, I was kind of partnerless throughout up until 4 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. And with that, it was quite the hunt. I had kind of had a partner beforehand. She was kind of in and out, but never like fully locked in, which I kind of always knew. But I'm blessed that it didn't work out because I found Ashley. And so I was kind of putting out all the feelers to all my friends that were in the car space. And luckily, a friend that I met, another gal down at a Cars and Coffee, had reached out to a friend who reached out to a friend who reached out to this one.
The craziest game of like phone tag or like of social media sending tag, I guess.
And
Stalking. We call it stalking. Just call it what it is.
I'm sure that there was a little bit of that involved. I did, look at LinkedIn profiles and things like but yeah, so I got an email from Ashley. She was kind of like trying to decide whether or not she wanted to do it this year or whatnot. And then we decided to set up a call anyways. And lo and behold, that Zoom call ended up being like a 2-hour chat. And we found out that we like almost met 3 different times, or 2 different times for sure.
Probably at least, yeah.
And one of which was like, she does endurance racing also. She didn't mention that, but she's a champion racer. So she's really good. And she was racing, and I was actually supporting another Rebel, Karen. I was in Karen's pit, and she was actually racing in the pit next to her.
Oh, wow.
At that time.
And then, yeah, it's so weird. Like, another, like, mutual friend of a friend, we were supposed to go to the Babes in the Dirt event out in Johnson Valley last year. And she's also in stunts, and something came up last minute for her. We were planning to like camp together. We got like a ticket to go together, and then she had to bail, and I was like, oh, dang it. So I was bummed because she didn't offer me her parking pass, and I found out that Nykki bought the parking pass off of her and her ticket, which is like totally random. So we were at the same event. I was sad and slept in the back of my truck. And
And I had the parking ticket.
and then Nykki had the parking ticket.
So we had a lot of
Like-
near misses, near meets moments.
yeah.
And we also like rode the same dirt bike, and I'm pretty sure I like probably saw hers along the way because I was like, my group of girls I went to Babes in the Dirt with, they're like, oh, there's a KLX. Oh, there's a KLX. Look, you're not alone. And I'm sure that was probably what I was looking at was her bike.
That's funny.
So funny.
So yeah,
So
that's
funny.
how we met, and now I've roped her in, and I'm stoked.
So you had
Okay.
heard about the rally then before, Nykki. Like you said, you had been signed up for a while with Partnerless. So how did you hear about the rally, just in
So-
general life?
It was a mixture of stunts and other things. So I guess at first stunts happened, or there was like a job circling around about driving in sand dunes, and I was like, oh, what? That would be like a dream job. So then I started looking up like courses for that, which I found Barlow, but I had no clue about Rebel. And then my father passed, and like through that experience and journey of like understanding life after that, I was like, well, I have to just go do stuff that like stop waiting for things to happen, which led me to finding a trip overseas to go ride motorcycles in Africa. And the reason I wanted to do it was because I love cars so much now. And I was like, well, I want to do that so I can do this. And they're like, well, have you heard of the Rebel? And I was like, what is that? And lo and behold, I found it. Then I stalked about 1 million people that do the Rebel. Came across Shelby Hall. And she had like a little intro course with Rory. And so I hit them up and I was like, hey, can I join this thing? Like super, it was literally the next day. And so they said, yeah. And so I drove out to Johnson Valley and met them at Baja Forge and did my first little intro class, and I was hooked. I love escape rooms and I love driving. So lo and behold,
There you go.
That's awesome.
And then I'm sorry, Ashley, did you know about the rally, or you were just like, hey, this chick is looking for a teammate and why not?
So I have known about the rally for years. I think I found out about it in like the second year that they were doing it. And it's also been one of those things that like, it's not the right time. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have a partner. I don't have a car. Like my background is a lot of like on-road racing. So like a lot of my focus has always been kind of geared towards that time, effort, money. And then we've got like a full race team that we already have for doing endurance racing. So the last 2 years we've put together like quite a big effort to get like Mazda on board to try and get them to like sponsor a car. And I think that's the closest I've ever been, including this year, but that's for later, I guess. But yeah, it's just, again, and even when I talked to Nykki, when we first had our initial conversation, I kind of led into it by being like, I don't know if it's the right time. I've got too much stuff going on. It conflicted. There was like 2 other races that are going on during this time also for me. I don't know. Just after talking to her, I was like, I don't even care how I'm going to make this happen. Like, I have to do the Rebel with this girl. Like, I have never like clicked with someone like so immediately. So I was like, whatever. Like, now is the time. Like, I'm not going to let this like pass up, and I'm not going to let like other people dictate like when and where and whatever. I'm like, I'm dropping everything. This is my life now until October.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. Nice. Well, I heard that you guys are planning to switch roles, but there's got to be a little bit of security, and that Nykki has really been working hard on her navigation. So, I mean, in my mind, if I'm you, I'm like, yes, I'm giving this all I have, but knowing I have that safety net. How it did the whole like, because I know you've been desiring somebody that you could switch with, Nykki. How did that idea like hit you, Ashley? Were you like, yes, or did it take some convincing?
I initially, when I first heard about the Rebel, just because of my experience driving, I was like, oh, of course, I just want to be a driver. I need to find someone who'd be interested in navigating. But the more that I found on the actual events, the more I was like, why would I not want to do navigation, and why would I not want to learn those skills? It seems, like I feel like I do have a lot of driving, like a lot of experience and seat time just driving. So like doing the navigation portion of it also just seemed kind of like a new challenge that, you don't really get an opportunity to do something like that anywhere else. So I was the idea of switching, but again, like when I was trying to reach out previously to other people to see if they were interested in doing it, I feel like a majority of the people I reached out to were all only interested in driving also. So when Nykki, yeah, when I got that message, I was like, well, driving and navigating also sounds fun. And then I feel like it kind of puts us in a really good position where like we can kind of like cross reference each other and like fact check. So if like
Yeah.
I'm unsure about something, I can be like, hey, can you double check this really quick? So I just feel like it kind of brings us up like together as a team.
So what vehicle are you taking, and whose is it, or is it a share? Like, are y'all both going to accept that something goes down under whoever's driving? Like, how is that going to play out for you guys?
Well, only time will tell. No, just kidding.
But that's
Well,
true.
this is true. You just don't know it yet. No.
Yes.
Well, well, me and my vehicle, 2007 Lexus 470. It's been awesome because as much as I have like fallen in love with cars and things like that, I can lean on her for so much support and understanding how like mechanically things work, what we can get to, and what we should focus on trying to get partners wise to, make the GX a bit more competitive, although we feel like it's a super capable platform. So we're stoked.
I know I first met you in February at the Barlow event that Nina put on. Did you have it there? I can't remember.
No, I mean I did have it there, but I
Okay.
wasn't excited at all because I came up to navigate for Rebecca in the
Oh,
BMW.
okay.
That's where I met Nykki, and we actually co-navigated 2 of the days, and I was very impressed.
Well, it was largely because of you being so helpful. And I mean,
No, you guys did great.
can't discount Rebecca. She's awesome.
Yeah, very much
So,
so.
Nikki, have you been driving or practicing your driving skills as far as like dunes and all those things? Like, what is your background as far as like the driving side? I know the navigation is something that you can kind of practice wherever you are, but as far as driving, I guess you're in California, so you have access to a lot of that out there.
Yeah, I have access, obviously, to a lot of the places that we'll be hitting. It's just a matter of getting to them. Luckily for me, too, since I also have a decent amount of seat time, just not necessarily in the off road capacity. I did start training last year, but at first I had a Subaru Forester and did the 4-day training with the Rebel, and then I saw how much more fun the 4x4s had, and I needed to figure out a way to transport my Miata to the track. So I decided to upgrade and get the Lexus, which was a 6-month hunt. So after getting it, I have done a couple different trail rides. Um,
Okay.
the running boards definitely need to be removed, but we knew that. But we wanted to see what we could do. And yeah, I actually went out to the dunes on the 4th of July weekend, which was slightly insane. But, nothing we're not used to. I did the Dunes Day training last year, but I was in a Jeep Wrangler at the time and also a Defender. Actually, the one that Avis will be in. um,
Okay.
we had
Kendra, the defender.
we had some
Sorry.
issues with Jeep, so luckily Steph let us jump in the Defender for a moment. But so I have some experience driving in the sand dunes and out in the desert from that, and then like I took the GX on the 4th of July to get
Awesome.
out and see what would happen. So yeah, good.
Ashley, were you able to go to that too?
I have done nothing
Oh.
yet. So if you guys want to know my experience prepping, I held a map for the first time 2 weeks ago, so that was cool.
Okay,
We all got to start somewhere.
she held the map, but by the middle of the day, she was already. I'd come back to the car, and she'd be like, "Okay, well, I think I routed this and that, and this looks good. Can you check it?" And I was like, "Yeah, looks good." So
Excellent. Engineers make great navigators
Oh, yeah.
most of the time.
we have training stuff. We're gonna go to the Rebel U training coming up in Ridgecrest.
And then we've got the Barlow. It's like what is it, 4 days?
The Barlow boot camp
in September.
Are y'all doing Sand Hollow
Oh.
or Sand Mountain?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're on the wait list for August, but we felt like it was a good strategy to kind of space things out just so we can practice, regroup, especially since, we haven't had that time with each other as much yet in the vehicle.
Mhm.
and with the equipment and such. So,
Mhm.
we're going to have some fine tuning, especially with potentially like vehicle upgrade changes and things like that.
As we record this, you only have like 72 days.
Right. 72 days.
Don't panic.
We're counting.
He just likes to instill panic. She'll randomly
I
message
do.
and let you know.
Sorry.
She loves that.
Sorry.
I feel that. Luckily, I feel like it's my coping strategy because of stunts. So
I
Yeah.
loved.
I mean,
I
it's
joined.
plenty of time.
I was gonna say I love that I joined, and then I started getting added into like all the Rebel prep groups, and then it was like a week prior to like me joining, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, only 100 days left. Are you guys all panicking?" And I was like, "Oh well, I'm just joining." So like,
You're like, wait, what? I'm supposed to be panicking? I wasn't, but now I am.
yeah, I was like, "Well, we're doing it." So it's gonna
Yeah.
happen anyway. Yeah,
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
famous last words.
So the switching of the roles, do y'all have a game plan for that? Are you gonna like I know Alex and Mandy, we had interviewed them. I think the podcast is up, so you can go listen to that if you haven't. But are you gonna go like they switch days? Like they are set that unless something obviously if someone's feeling worse or sick or something, um, then they'll back to back. But do y'all have a plan?
I think that's our initial idea. Is kind of doing that plan,
Mhm.
but I think we with the idea of like spacing out the trainings and such. Granted, it's not going to be 8 days, on those training days, but it gives us a chance to kind of see like how we feel, whether we're going to be able to kind of do it every other day or
Yeah, see what
Right.
how we kind of how we can manage everything. I feel like
Yeah.
just because we're still like learning about each other, like it's so much information to like take in, just like learning about each other, learning likes, dislikes, like quirks about how like driving habits, like communication techniques and stuff like that. It's like we don't have this like super solid 10-year like baseline of friendship to like go off of. So it's been surprisingly really smooth so far, considering how much stuff we have to get done and how much we have gotten done.
Yeah, and I'll also say like we've both said this to each other so many times already, but to the point of like how much we've done together so far with like creating proposals, our like going over parts and creating marketing things and trying to put an event together, all this stuff. Like our back and forth has been like incredibly so awesome. Like I haven't worked with a partner in any regard in this sense that's been so like I'd be like, "Oh, do you have this?" And she'd be like, "I already have it." Or, "Oh, do you have this?" And she's like, "Oh, here." And it's like in my inbox as I say the words. So it's like pretty cool how we've like been able to go back and forth so much already.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's nice. I was talking to someone else about switching roles because after listening to Mandy and Alex, like it is very appealing to be able to switch your brain off from the task of driving or navigating and like just jump between the two because they both are challenging in different ways. And so she was suggesting like Mandy and Alex switch day to day, but she was suggesting like map to map. Like if you're in a base camp and you use the same map for a couple days, that same person does that map because then like you're familiar with the map, like you already have like process the map and absorb the map and like you have a little bit of a maybe a leg up on somebody new coming in onto the same map. So I thought that was interesting too. Maybe something to consider.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. I'll say like I don't know that I actually even knew that we would use the same maps, so it wasn't on my radar. So I'm glad you threw that out there. But when we went to Big Bear for training a couple weeks ago, we like didn't also know what was happening. We also didn't know what was happening and just were thrown into it. And so I think our ability to adjust with something like that would be pretty cool too.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean, it's
since
not like every map you don't use more than once, but sometimes you do. So
since you didn't know, don't love those maps. Keep the maps. Don't throw the maps in the trash after like you're gonna want those maps.
So is this like insider tips to like what should I be like taking maps off of like old competitors. Is that?
No stealing, no
No
stealing.
silly maps.
Do you have any questions for Cara and I?
Like everything is so new to me that like I don't even know.
She didn't even know what to ask.
I'm like figuring stuff out as we're going. So like
Yeah.
any unexpected things like because this isn't your guys' first year doing this, right?
This is my second.
Okay. So
This will be
maybe
my 4th.
so like your first year, is there anything that like kind of caught you off guard that you maybe like weren't expecting going out there with like all of this like navigation planning and like driving? Is there anything that like really just like threw you for a loop?
They can't teach you the exhaustion. You don't know the level of exhaustion that you'll have after day 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, like Emily says, anybody can do anything for 3 days, and that's very true. But then you also have those long days and the weather and personalities. It's an endurance, definitely.
Have you camped before, Ashley?
Nothing. Yeah, I mean, I've camped just like for fun, not for this like extended period of time.
Mhm.
I did. Maybe the closest thing I've done to this is back in like 2015. Me and like a group of my coworkers, just for fun, we went on vacation. This is, I mean, I'm like downplaying it. We went to Germany, so like we were friends also
Is
outside
this
of
your
work.
backpacking trip? Or not backpacking trip, but that I know trip. You're talking
Yeah,
about.
so
Never mind.
like we went to Germany and we were planning on following like the WRC rally. It was like a stage rally, and I think it was over the course of like 4 or 5 days. And so
Yeah.
we packed everything up like in a backpack and then just threw it in the back of like a rental car and like drove around to like different points on like the rally stage and just like watched the cars and like hung out with all the people. But then we were camping every night, and so that was maybe like the longest I've like camped, like 5 days in a row, where you're like
That's pretty similar. Yeah.
packing your stuff up and then like resetting it up every night. But
Mhm.
other than that, it's just been like onesie twosie nights, like here and there for fun.
Yeah. But you have camped. I mean, I am always blown away when women sign up for the rally and like either they've never driven off road or they've never camped or both. And I'm just like, you are brave.
Bold.
So
Bend, right in the
How-
end. My biggest worry is just the navigation thing, just because I really don't have a lot of experience. I'm self-proclaimed like really bad with directions.
I was.
Yeah.
Over your ears.
Now she tells me.
I'm like constantly looking at Google Maps to be like, I don't know where the heck I am.
That's
I don't.
'cause society made it that way.
I don't even know where north
Yeah.
is. Oh.
Well, now Nykki is your Google Maps. So
yeah. Yeah.
and I would say that navigation is anybody's issues, but it's the navigation under exhaustion.
You're going to be fine. Ultimately, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, right. Ultimately.
Yeah. Well, my rookie year in particular, like I felt really prepared. I wasn't intimidated. I really like I've always navigated. I really enjoy navigation and I've never had a teammate that wanted to switch. And so I felt really prepared and really ready and like I knew my job. But then we get to the first starting line and I'm like right out of the like you go through the arch, you know, and right after the arch was a road and we could go right or left or straight. And I was just like, I wasn't prepared for this. I don't actually like I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't actually know which direction we're supposed to be going. And then I was like, okay, hold on, give me a minute. And I just screamed. I was like, ah! I was like, okay, I feel better now. I can figure this out. I got back to my map. But yeah, just the reality of oh, okay, this isn't practice anymore. Like, this is my map and this is our rally. And I mean, if we get lost, that's me. That's all me. If we get lost, that's me. I've done that to us. And you know, you're in areas that you maybe haven't been before, and it's different than training. Training is good and training prepares you with the skills, but it's still different, like your first time on the line. No, my second year is the year that at our first base camp, it was 14 degrees.
Woo!
Ooh.
And that's the other thing. Like, it's hard. Like, I don't know how you guys are, but I get up in the morning and I like, oh, it's going to be 100 today. You know, oh, it's going to be 97 today. You're like, oh, I have no idea. It's really cold right now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the temperature is going to be when I get there. That is a little bit weird too.
I didn't even think of that.
I was gonna say, like, you're talking to the wrong people about this because I wake up in Southern California and it's the exact same temperature all year round, every single day, and maybe 2 days it rains and it's like a little foggy, but that's about it. So I don't even look at the weather in the morning because it's always the same. So
Yeah. Well, in St. George, like the weather is pretty good here, but like we don't like I look at the temperature, I don't look at the weather conditions, and every now and then Rob and I walk outside and we're like, what is that? Oh, it's raining. Oh, that's rain. But yeah, but when that's taken away from you and you're like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
You just basically know it's day 1, day 5, day 3. That's what you know.
Maybe.
I
have,
need
like,
to know what
I'm like,
like edge marks. And,
I
like,
have this map. This is what I'm doing today.
we just gotta have, like, make sure we've got options for sleeping bags because,
layers.
yeah, like whether it's like the below freezing ones or the other ones, like, yeah.
I need layers all around because my temperature fluctuates. Like I don't have a reference for what that was gonna be, but or good thing to say about it. But I need layers. Is all I got. Layers
Yeah,
like
If it
layers
gets
are good.
if it gets 14 degrees, don't talk to me. I will not be happy. I will
yeah.
not be having a good day. It would be bad.
We're at the
That's
beach
all.
when we were last year. It was like 30 or I think in the middle of the night it got down to like 27 or something like
It was
that.
terrible.
And it was like supposed to snow. And I
feel so bad you were in the truck.
I was just in the back of the truck. It was so windy, and I was like, I don't know why. I just like didn't. I don't know. I guess I just like I hadn't camped. Like that was the first time I've ever camped in the back of the truck, and I didn't realize how cold like those inflatable mattresses that go in the back of the truck bed are.
Mhm.
Like at all. Just like in general,
God,
the
I
truck
was
bed ones
cold.
are. So like I was laying in my sleeping bag and I was like really comfortable, but like the wind, it was like so windy. And yeah, just like the insulation on the bottom of your sleeping pad. Like I've never really thought about that too much.
Mhm.
But now she is.
But now I am. So
I will totally bring like a little portable power station and an electric blanket. I don't
You
play.
won't know. Are you packing that? Because you don't know.
I have a really small one, and if those temperatures get to the closer we get, if that temperature on the little day thing comes out and it says it's real cold, bet I will find room. I can sleep naked, but it's only so many clothes that I can put on.
Yeah, you'll have both. Like there's no in the middle. It seems like it's either hot or it's cold. Whatever happens in the middle of those doesn't exist on the rally seemingly. Like you magically go from cold to hot.
Mhm.
And the day that that happens, you leave base camp and you're bundled up and by the end of the day you're like looking for less clothing or different like yeah.
Rally.
Oh, and pro tip, things that zip up, warm things that zip all the way up. Because my first year, I had a lot of long sleeve shirts, and then guess what? You're trapped in that unless you stop to take your helmet off because
Yeah.
nothing comes over that helmet.
When I was riding in Africa, it was like freezing in the mornings, and then it was not. And so I actually have this like the jacket that zips up, but then also the sleeves zip on and off. That'd
Mm.
be a clutch purchase.
So more about you guys. So you're changing roles. You're in the GX 470.
What are your goals?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You could take this one away.
We don't know enough yet to have goals.
I'm like, finish? Like, can we make it to the start? Can we just like make it to the start of the race? Like, that's a goal.
Yes, that's
That's
a
a goal.
perfectly good goal.
She's being modest though. We of course we are trying to get to the start line, and doing so in a way where we have some support. That's a big goal of ours. So we've been working our tails off to try and make some things happen. I think that's just because we've worked so hard on like trying to put these like materials and things together, and I think that it'll be super rewarding when some things start landing. And so our fingers are crossed that they do. Otherwise, I mean, we know that it's just the beginning. We both are pretty competitive. Her being an endurance racer, but like not even just an endurance racer, her whole background of life is always competitive. She starts a hobby and then ends up competing in things. And the same is for me. So we want to do our absolute best. If we're able to podium with the rookies, like that would be like the ultimate finish, especially after coming together on such like kind of short notice in the
Yeah.
grand things, right? And then being able to overcome all the challenges we've had thus far and like the ones that we encounter along the way, like getting to that point would be like the ultimate finish. We'll be happy however it turns out, but that would definitely be the icing on the cake.
Fun, but also win. But yeah, like being realistic, yeah, I think, yeah, to your point, like it would be really cool to podium, but I'm like not going in there like expecting that, but
Right.
like trying to like prep as much to like finish as well as possible and not get lost. It's like
Yeah.
To quote the great Nina Barlow, I want to have fun. Winning is fun.
Exactly. That
winning
Nina
is fun.
Nina is the example, obviously. And that sentence is that. It's fun to win, and it's fun to know that you work so hard and you can, achieve certain things that you weren't able to do before. Like of like navigating, like I too was not good at navigating at all, and like I have so much work to do, obviously, but the point where actually Steph and I were at the training earlier this year with Shelby and Rory, and we were just like going around picking up cones like late at night, and it was just like the moment of her and I almost got lost, and it was such a fun moment because she looked at me and she was like, "Did you give him our location?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Did you download the map?" And I was like, "Nope." And it was like 10 o'clock at night. It's pitch black in the middle of Johnson Valley, and we don't know where we're going. And then like we see like the moon start to come over the mountains, and I was like, "Wait, what is that?" And I thought it was like a light at first, and we realized it was the moon. And I was like, "Oh, sweet, exactly behind us. It's due west. Let's go the other direction." And so it's like learning those moments. I think it's just like you learn so much along the way too. So not that that is a specific goal, but yeah, that was just a little nugget on top of it.
I love it because you honestly have to have different levels of goals, right? So like rookie podium is a huge goal to have. Being able to not break your vehicle is also a good goal. So I mean like you need to have all these getting to the starting line, like she was saying, like I don't discredit that at all. It's the cost is great to do this rally, and so I don't like it's all a goal. And so as long as you nail one of them, you're successful. You may not hit them all, but that's life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And we learn that there's more goals that we like are like, "Oh wait, that's something we want to accomplish too," or something along the way. So we're
Mhm.
flexible with all these ideas that keep popping into.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yeah. Yeah. And I commend you, Nykki, because Ashley, as you know, Nykki was kind of on the search for a teammate for a while, and I think you had offers from veterans and you were like, "No, I am going with a rookie. I want the rookie experience. I want to be able to compete for rookie of the year." And like that's hard. It's hard to say no to options. So,
Especially veteran options.
I had
yeah.
good
I
off,
commend you.
but yeah, I was like, you can only do the rookie experience once, so it's like
Mhm.
if you're gonna do it, like you got to start off with it that way, and like the opportunity to possibly. I mean, we almost had a partnership with Mazda, which would have been nice, but and I mean, we're still going for like sponsorships to
Mhm.
make things easier, but to jump in one that was like already set was like, that's awesome, and I want that. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, but it's not the rookie experience, and I don't know, and so I want to. Actually, I was asked this question the other day from a potential sponsor, and he was like, "Do you want the hard way or the easy way?" And I was like, "This is hilarious because it's the same thing my drift coach asked me when he was teaching me how to drive stick." And I was like, "It's so easy to say I want the easy way," but I was like, "Okay, give me the hard way."
Mhm.
And I think
Yeah.
you just learn a lot in that process, and then
Mhm.
it makes things easier. So, um, now we get to work through like all the things together, and it's fun.
Yeah. No, it's
And
been
you
really
have a little skin in the game. You have skin in the game that way. Like you have something to prove to yourself. You have all of that. You could have everything lined up for you, but then if you don't learn these lessons the hard way, sometimes they never really stick.
Exactly.
although endurance racing and just getting in a car that's already been prepped is kind of nice.
Well,
Just
definitely.
throwing that out there. That wants to give us a fully prepped rally car.
Yes.
I
Because we
mean,
have been doing the work, so we know we're deserving of these things.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Having a prep vehicle is different than,
Yeah.
having to, you then have to earn that prep vehicle. Nothing's free.
Right. And
Um,
I was like, okay, yeah. When she presented the idea of going after Mazda, I was like, I was gonna fight it, and then I was like, what? I've been asking, the universe or whatever you believe. I was like trying to manifest like these awesome partners, and I was like, wait, if I said no to that, like that's literally what I was asking for. So then
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
we've worked this hard
Right.
at this point to be in a position for it. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As the navigator, I'm usually just presented with the vehicle opportunity, right? Like the driver usually brings the vehicle to the team. So usually, I'm just getting in a vehicle that somebody else is caring for and I'm the navigator. And then so after my first 2 years, I have a manual Tacoma and I had this goal of rallying a manual and my friend Liz joined me for that year and we were both like the year before we'd had vehicle issues and so we were both like we want to know everything we can know about our vehicle. And so that was a lot of fun. It was very rewarding. We did a lot of work things that like I had never done before, like shocks and brake calipers, and we put in our own fog lights. And I mean, some of the things were small and easy, and some of the things were like we needed a lot of oversight and help. And our
Mhm.
boys really, I mean, they did a lot of heavy lifting and breaking bolts and stuff like that for us, but they really let us kind of like lead in the hands-on category, and that was so very rewarding.
Yeah.
So there is something to that.
Yeah, totally. And that's one thing I'm pretty stoked about, um, especially like being able to learn from her with so much stuff. I'm like, can you explain how that works? Okay, what piece do we need then if this happens?
Yeah.
Because it helps me become a better driver as it is too, just because I understand what's happening and why. And then
Mhm.
if something goes awry, I'm like, oh, okay, this is that. And it helps you just,
Yeah.
better. So what upgrades are you doing to the Lexus? Are you taking a fridge? Like what are we thinking besides running boards?
I think we're just kind of going in with like a base level of like competitiveness for like the 4x4 class. I mean, shocks, springs, any sort of like bushings that need to be repaired just from like a general maintenance standard.
Mhm.
Your car is not, what is it, like 180,000
Maybe.
180,000 miles. So just making sure that like everything's in good working order, probably putting some sort of like front skid plate on the car.
Because the
And then,
GX doesn't have a lot of clearance either. So
yeah,
those are some things we're kind of playing with to try and see what can improve that, what can help us out with that.
yeah. And we need any sort of like help we can get just because the rear of that car has like a live rear axle. So even if you have suspension in the back, it's not going to give you like a massive amount of like
Mhm.
additional. So trying to like make up for that in other ways and see how we can kind of balance everything without like going into this like full blown trying to get like a million parts. I feel like we just really need to like focus on targeting the main things that are going to be like super beneficial for the
Mhm.
rally.
All right. Let's get to some interesting things. What snacks are you bringing in the vehicle?
Ooh.
Chomps.
What was the thing that you just tried that you really liked though? Those protein bar things that you want.
Oh yeah, we've got just like some protein bars. I got some like Equip protein bars, which are really good, and they don't make me super bloated. Those chomp snacks, and then there's this like passion fruit like fruit bar thing that I get
Cool.
from like Costco. That's really good.
I love passion fruit.
Okay.
Those are like my kind of staples that are not only just for the rally, but are always in my bag at all times. So
Okay, I need a
Okay,
translator. Are
okay.
you saying chomps like
Yeah.
CHOMPS?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
I've
meat
never.
sticks.
Oh, okay. Never heard of those.
It's
We don't have those in the
brand of
South.
meat stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Oh.
just have Slim Jim. That's what we have.
Oh, no.
This is an
Um, have you tried the Paleo Valley ones?
Have
Paleo Valley does fermented beef sticks, and they're really good.
So good. I'm
oh,
gonna be having
Yeah,
those. You can get those
I,
on Amazon.
I
yeah,
snacks. So I will definitely look for them.
yeah.
Because I bringing like applesauce that packets that are like the ones that you can squeeze like kid food. I actually just tried
Uh-huh.
chicken curry and it was actually really bomb and has protein. So
Yeah.
it's like organic and all the things. But mango, dried fruits.
Dried mangoes.
Yeah, dried mangoes for the win. And then also I got these banana chips and I usually hate banana chips, but dang it, these are good. Don't ask me what it's called, I can't remember. I think it's the Bare Naked brand or something, or maybe I'm making the name of what it is. Um
Okay.
Did I miss it? Are y'all bringing a fridge?
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we have a fridge that we can
Okay,
bring.
okay. Sweet.
Yeah. And
Wait,
then
I'm still taking snack notes. I'm a professional food moocher, so really I asked that question, so I'm writing it down, and I'm like, "Okay, when I need this, who am I asking?"
that's
That's
okay.
why you were
So
shaking
far
your head at dried
so
mangoes.
far,
You're like,
your
they're out.
food choices align with mine, so I will be asking people for junk food. I probably won't be asking you for your food because I will have the same in my vehicle.
Yes. I also, I mean, I have to have some sort of sweet involved, which I haven't really pinpointed what that is, but definitely need a mix of sweet and salty. Probably a couple spin drifts.
Peanut
And
M&Ms.
I get M&Ms or
Mm.
solid peanut ones, and then I also really like steeped coffee. Steep. I don't know if it's ed or just steep, but they're like coffee tea bags. Um,
Oh, uh-huh.
ah, I think they're so good. I actually found them because I was at a hotel in Mammoth when I was up there snowboarding, and they always have that in the hotel rooms. And I was like, oh, these are probably not that good. And then I went and I found them at Gelson, so I feel like that's a confirmation because that's the most expensive grocery store known to man, Erewhon. And so, anyways, I looked into them, and they're a really cool company. And the tea bags are made with like natural things and not
Hmm,
plastics or coffee bags,
Oh,
I guess,
nice.
because it's not containing
Yeah.
tea. But yeah,
that's
I like
interesting.
Um, are you thinking of that for, like, during the day or in the morning?
maybe either or. Sometimes I don't like certain coffee in the morning. So if I,
Yeah.
because it's a Moto Cafe, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Cafe
Cafe
Moto.
Moto.
And
Mhm.
sometimes if I drink the same coffee, I love coffee all the time. Like I will stop at every mom and pop shop around. But um, sometimes I get annoyed with like the same flavor. So those are going to be my backups for the morning. But probably my pick.
So are you gonna stop and boil coffee?
No, I'll just make it iced. It's fine.
Iced coffee. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. Are we stopping to boil coffee? No. Okay, good.
That's all Mountain House, right? Lunches.
Yeah, they give out Mountain House type. I'm not sure if the brand is Mountain House. I think it normally is,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have
but not
another version of it or something too, just for backup for the
yeah.
Some
tea.
I
people,
like
Wild Zora
I
makes really good, like, stomach friendly camping food that I like to eat and doesn't destroy my stomach.
So probably
I'm gonna have
opting.
to write that down.
They make they have like a beef stew one that's pretty good, and then they also have like
That's the one we had in Big Bear.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then they've got one that's like a chicken noodle soup, but it's got like rice noodles in it, so it doesn't have like a bunch of gluten and like artificial ingredients. It's all like spices and stuff, but it's really good. No preservatives. It's
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
wreck my stomach.
For being stomach
I've been
conscious.
using one called Good to Go. Have you heard of that one?
Mm-mm.
Write
So
it
they have
down.
a lot of like gluten-free options that are pretty decent and they pack up really small compared to a lot of them. Um and it's a smaller portion size. Some of the meals are like, what am I feeding a family of 5? Like I'm just one girl, you know? And so I like the smaller portion sizes too.
And the pro tip for that is instead of doing that in the middle of the day, add the water to the package in the morning. And so that way during lunch, it may not be hot, but it'll be done. And that way you don't have to
Yeah.
spend the time.
Good,
5,000
good pro tip.
3.
5,000.
Yeah. Okay, so we used to do this thing called Fast Money, and we haven't really been doing it, but I'm gonna do a small version of that with you guys. Since you're in the same room on the same sofa, I'm just gonna ask you the question, and the idea is to just answer it like with the first thing that comes to mind. Like it's not a 5-minute long, I'm gonna think about it and answer. It's more like a what pops in mind first.
Oh, and you also don't
So
win money. Just
no, yeah, there's no
fast.
money. We just want you to be fast. There's no money. Right, I forgot that disclaimer. No money.
Doesn't have
Okay,
cost.
and so Nykki will answer and then Ashley will answer.
Alright.
I will ask the question once. So, what's the first car that was ever really yours?
PT Cruiser.
Ford. I had a Ford Bronco 2, like an 80s Ford Bronco 2 manual.
Nice.
Compare that to a PT Cruiser.
Rock crawling or desert running?
Desert running.
Desert running.
Okay. Oceans or lakes?
Oh, the lake.
Like
All right. What's your favorite vehicle you ever owned?
oh gosh. Fuck. Reek.
Fast money.
Here we go.
You go. But, I don't that's all I can think about.
I lived in Japan for a little while, and the first thing I did when I moved there was I bought an AutoZam AZ1, and that is my favorite car. I love it. And then I brought it back to the US with me, so I have it here now. And I love that thing.
I'm gonna need a picture. I have no idea what that is.
It's the coolest thing.
Mm.
All my cars are similar, but I don't know. I have a fond connection with my Miata because it's my first drift car. So we'll say that.
Nice. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Tea.
Unless it's Racer Tea Bar.
What's the best sandwich?
Sandwich.
Girl, you got it. This is fast.
I don't even know.
Ashley, you see what's happening? You're going to have to force her into fast decisions.
Yep.
This is
This
an
is a
important rally skill.
This
This is a
exercise
very
right
important rally skill for you to practice.
Oh, food. That cannot be a fast choice. Okay.
It's always a fast choice.
Go.
I'm like plain Jane when it comes to sandwiches. So I usually just like a turkey, cheese, lettuce, mayo. Like I could live off of that forever. I'm like good to go.
Okay, study a heat Mendocino Farms. Boom.
I don't even know what that is either. Hamburger or sushi?
Sushi.
Sush.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs.
All right. And what's on your current playlist? What is living rent free in your brain right now?
Wait, can you repeat the question? You jumped out a little bit.
Sorry. Music wise, what's living rent free in your brain right now?
Something country.
Taylor Swift lives rent free in my brain all the time. Anything.
That's
else?
awesome.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
all right.
Anymore. You're out.
I don't usually have feedback, but Nykki, like, you need to make decisions. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought you meant about the music, but yeah, you're right. I know. It is something. Remember when you asked why I wanted to do the rally? This was part of it.
I'm totally joking. You guys are great. All right, we're rounding out our hour. Any last comments or questions?
This isn't the 5-second response game, is it?
No.
Fire off, whatever.
I'm honestly just like excited to meet all the people that are competing this year. It's not necessarily a question, but like even the short period of time, like it's been 3 weeks. I've just like met so many cool women doing this event. So I'm just really excited to like meet more people. I'm sure everybody has all of their own little like tips and tricks and like cool little things to like make life easier and like, you know, we were talking to Rory when we were at their event last weekend, and she was like telling us about like, oh, quick tips. I've got this little pouch that I like just keep right here for all my tools to be in here. And then she has like soundproof headphones that she like, you know, when she's like, I just really need to focus on this, and I get super distracted. So like little stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, it's like really cool just to hear what other people are doing to make it easier. And
yeah. And I think what's been the coolest thing so far is like all the women I've met along the way. Like I meet like a lot of women who are like so active and such because I'm in stunts, but being outside of that and like meeting all these women coming from different things, doing all these really cool things, it's so funny and like so cool because I'm like re-inspired each time by every time I meet someone, and it kind of like reminds you like what else is out there and like how you can do so much more and go so much further. So I'm really stoked to see like what I learn along the way, not just from the sense of like doing this, but from the people I meet and the stuff that's already making me get out of my comfort zone and like do like reaching out to sponsors and things like that. These are all things I thought about doing and thought about building myself kind of as a brand in this capacity, and now I'm doing it. So it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited to do it alongside Ashley.
That's awesome. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I can't wait to meet you guys over Labor Day weekend and hang out and really get to know you a little bit more. But other than
It'll be
that, we
fun.
look forward to seeing you on the starting line.
Woo! Yay! Right back at you.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. And we really appreciate your stories.
Yeah, thank you for coming. See ya.
Thanks. Thank you.